In this tutorial, I will be showing you how to use a tool called Autotrace. Now, just in case you think I'm the greatest drawer of Star Wars ships and logos, okay, I confess there's a little bit of cheating was involved using a tool called Autotrace. Now, Autotrace means I can get an image and actually get Solidworks to draw around it for me. Okay, it's a little bit fiddly, but obviously a lot quicker than actually sitting there trying to draw all these bits out. So I'm going to show you how to use that. The first thing I need to do is I'm going to start a new part. Okay, so File, New, okay, so I clicked File and New. Now what I need to do here is first of all make sure that Autotrace is switched on. So I need to go to the top toolbar, go all the way across to Tools, right down the bottom here, okay, till you can see add-ins. If you can't quite see it, you may need to go a little arrow all the way down until you see add-ins. Okay, really important that you do this step, otherwise nothing else will kind of work. So click on add-ins. Okay. And right in the middle of your screen you should see Autotrace. Now I'm going to tick that so that it's always on, and that it will so it will start now and it'll start sort of at the very beginning. Okay, so Autotrace, make sure it's ticked there and tick that and say OK. Alright, so now when I select it, it should work. Okay, I'm going to start a sketch. Click on a plane, okay, and I'm ready to start drawing. For some reason my background seems to be in grey, yours might be in white, but that's fine, I'm not going to worry about that at the moment. Okay, let's go and find a suitable image. So I'm going to go to Google. Okay, and I'm going to go to let's get myself onto actual sort of Google homepage. Okay, here we go. Okay, so keeping with the Star Wars theme, so I'm just going to type in Star Wars and Google search. I'm going to click on where it says Images. And I might, obviously, because it's giving up loads and loads of different images, I'm just going to say Star Wars logo. Okay, that's a bit, this is looking a bit better. Okay, so I'm then going to go across to where it says Tools. And I'm going to select just the black and white ones, see how that helps me out. And let's look, hopefully some of these should work quite well. Okay, so nice clear background. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something that's quite simplified. There's not too much going on. Things with kind of different colours and things are going to be probably get quite tricky. But hopefully just a simple. I'm trying to find if there's actually one that's got a line around the outside of it. Okay, well, I'm actually going to try this one, because if this one works here, that should be really nice in terms of giving me that outline. So try this one, okay, see how we get on. So image, and I'm going to go right click, go save images. Okay, so I'm going to call this Star Wars logo. And save. Okay, now I'm going to leave this up. I'm just going to minimize this down, because if this one doesn't work I can quickly come back to it and try again. Okay, so in here what do I want to do? Well, in the top right over here you can just about see, hopefully, it's a search command. So in here I'm going to use the command sketch picture. Okay, here's sketch picture. Okay, now it's now asking me what file would I like, and there I can see it, third one down, Star Wars logo, and say open. Okay, now as you can see it's just brought the whole thing in like that. Okay, now this stage is really important. Okay, now over here it's saying how big do I want it to be in terms of width and height. Now if I get this right here, this is going to save a lot of messing around later on. Okay, so on this left bar, okay, I'm going to make sure that here, so the width, now it needs to be, the frame is 100. Okay, so I want to be in that kind of ballpark. So if I change that to 100, okay, this will give me a nice sort of logo that I can cut around. I could even put tabs on the bottom of it if I wanted to insert it into the top, or I could just kind of glue it onto the top. Okay, so I'm putting 100 in there. I'm just going to click in the other box. Now, by clicking the other box, that will give me the same ratio, so I don't fiddle with the other number. Okay, I'm just going to leave that as is, but it's going to be 100 across the way. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Now what I would do is I want to click this little arrow here, go next. Okay, and I'm just going to reposition this, make it a bit bigger so I can see what's going on. Okay, and what I want to use is use the select color. Okay, now we'll see how this works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, okay, let's try selecting the white bit there. Okay, I'm going to say begin trace. Oh, that's worked absolutely perfectly. Okay, as you can see, all right, it's actually drawn around the lines on the inside and outside. Now, it's maybe not as clear as it could be. Okay, so my initial thing was, oh, it's perfect. Well, actually, it's missed out the A that's here. Okay, and sometimes it's got a little bit away. So I can change these using these sort of slidey bars here. Okay, so I can maybe bring that up a bit. Okay, that's oh too much there, I think. There's a bit of a kind of happy medium there, I think, somewhere. Was that a little bit better there? Okay, let's try the next one and see. And again, it's just a matter of kind of playing with the bar until you get it kind of, you're happy. Any sort of small changes you can. So for example, the fact that I'm missing the center of the A's, I'm not too worried about. I can always just actually manually draw those in. Okay, and again, I'm just going to try this one. Again, just see if it makes it any better. I don't think it is actually. So I'm just going to say I'm happy with that. I'm just going to click apply. Okay, and I'm just going to go green tick up there. Okay, so that's now drawn around that. Now at the moment I can't see anything because the image is in the way, so I'm going to go right click on there, and I'm going to go down to where it says suppress. Okay, and that's now hidden that picture in the background. Okay, now just having a quick look at this, I am going to need to do a little bit of tidying up, I think. Yeah, okay, so before I make this, extrude this, I'm just double checking. I can see there's a line missing there. It looks like there's an extra line sticking out of that bit there. There's a gap missing here. So I'm just going to have to do some little tidying up little bits. Okay, so click on sketch. Click on a line. Okay, I'm now into sketch mode. And what do I want to do? Let's trim first of all. So I'm going to trim to closest, and I'm going to get rid of that extra line there. Okay, well that seems to have cut that whole line off. That's okay, we'll join that up in just a second. I'm just seeing if there's anything extra. I might actually get rid of this funny little circle down here. This bit here, I might get rid of this and then I can just redraw that in. So I'm going to get rid of that one. Anything else that I think looks a bit odd? I might get rid of this line here and actually just draw that one in there. That'd be simpler, I think. Give me a cleaner look. So I'm just kind of zooming in and zooming out. Again, with this one here, it might look nicer if I get rid of that, and I can just draw that there across. Okay, so I think I've got rid of everything I want to get rid of. And now I need to start adding things back in. So I'm going to go to the line tool. Okay, and I'm just going to zoom in and go point to point. Okay, and straight away you'll see it's changed colour. It's recognised that those two things now make a solid object. So again, I'm going to go from there to there, and again it's done that same. Okay, so as I'm going around, it's quite nice. It's actually giving me a kind of visual kind of help to say that things actually are connecting up. Now the outside, there we go, that's now connected up as well. So I've now got a solid bit on the outside, but obviously these ones aren't solid yet, so let's have a quick look. Right, so that one's missing apart from there to there. That's changed colour. Can't actually see on that A or the W what's missing. Nothing too obvious. Okay, interesting. I don't know why those two haven't changed colour. Let's have a quick look at this R. Again, I'm not quite sure why that one's not changing colour. Okay, interesting. Okay, so I've joined up the lines that I can see that I'm quite happy, so I'm just going to green tick that now. I'm going to exit the sketch and let's have a go at seeing what that looks like if I extrude it. Okay, so remember to extrude, click on sketch 1 here first, features, extruded boss base, and I want it to be 3 mil because that's always what we use, and say OK. Alright, I think that's worked out. Green tick. There we go. Okay, and you can see that's worked quite nicely in terms of that's a piece that's drawn in there. Okay, obviously if I wanted to, I could, if I wanted to add the A's and the R's, the problem would be how would I connect it to the side? So I'd have to draw a square in there with like a little line to the side. So actually by leaving them out, I think you can still see what it is. I think that's worked okay. So that's how you use Autotrace.